Double Up is officially graduating from Workshop and entering a new and improved era as an evergreen mode in TFT.
What do I do? Tactical nuke incoming! What the fuck is that? What kind of place is this? Hey yo, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do? Wow.
That's right, Double Up fans, get ready to shake up your strategies because Riot just announced huge changes for Double Up in Set 14 Cyber City, releasing on April 2nd. From champion sending to item sharing, Double Up is finally getting the attention it deserves. Throughout this new set, I will be dropping tons of Double Up content, so don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button and join our beautiful Scream community.
I miss the screams and it's really hard to talk and breathe with this mask on, so let me fix that.
Woo! That's way better. Alright, let me do that again. I go by the name of Mr. Screams, and in this video I will be going over every big change coming up in this new set. So without further ado, let's dive in. First thing that we're gonna cover is the teamwork cannon. One of the best mechanics of Double Up is the ability to share loot with your partner. During the workshop days of Double Up, we used the Rune of Allegiance for that. Well, it's time to say goodbye to the Rune of Allegiance, because we're getting a new way to exchange stuff. Introducing the brand new teamwork cannon. First thing to be noted, the teamwork cannon will become active on round 1-3. Secondly, champion sending. If you send a 1-star champion, the cooldown will be 4 rounds. If you send a 2-star, 3-star or 4-star champion, the cooldown will be 6 rounds. This is a huge ass game changer. In set 13, the lesser Rune of Allegiance would regenerate in 5 rounds and the standard Rune of Allegiance would take 7 rounds. So the cooldown is shorter, which should result in more team play for you and your teammate. Though pay attention to this small detail. In the last set, it was all around the cost of the champion. Now it's around the stars of the champion, which is different. In the last set, I could send a 3-star 1 cost with the lesser Rune of Allegiance. Now it will cost me 2 extra rounds.
Write that down, write that down!
Now here's something to think about. What kind of effect will this have for 1-cost reroll comps or even slow roll comps? It's a small detail, but then again, it could have a huge impact on the game. If you have any theories about this, please drop them in the comments. I really want to hear your take on this. So the third one really made my heart scream. Item sending is back, baby. For all of y'all that played Double Up in the good old days, rejoice. It's finally back. But there is some nuance to it. You cannot send spatulas, pants, emblems, artifacts, support and radium items to your partner. Second thing to keep in mind is that you cannot send a component or full item without a trade back from your partner. For instance, if I want to send a rod to my partner needs to send a component back. By the way, there's no cooldown on item sending, so start sending those items, man. Overall, I think they did the right thing with this feature. How many times did you make a useless item because you had a leftover component? Well, those days are over. Last one, this cannon will take a slot on your bench.
What? What?
This created a lot of negative feedback in the Double Up community, and I understand. It will force us to be more strategic with our bench management. This means you might have to prioritize which unit to keep and which to send earlier than before. For example, do you hold onto an extra copy of a carry unit for your partner, or do you free up space for re-rolling? It also forces teams to plan ahead, as losing a bench slot might make it harder to store extra units for key 3-star upgrades. Guys, let me know in the comments which feature will impact your Double Up strategy the most. Let's quickly go to section 2, free gifts and item sharing. Nowadays everything is getting so expensive. So when I heard about this change, I personally because sharing is now completely free. That's right, sending items or champions through the gift armory won't cost you a single gold. This means you can pass that extra 2-star unit or the perfect item to your partner without breaking the bank. Flexibility just hit a new level. But here's the real question. What's the best way to optimize this? One idea is to have your partner focus on economy while the other rolls aggressively, then share the strongest units. Another strategy could be focusing on complementary item builds and making sure both partners have well-rounded comps. This change is huge for economy management. Before, sending an item meant spending valuable gold, which could delay your level or roll economy. Now, You can trade more freely without losing momentum, meaning partners can support each other more efficiently than ever before.
Let's keep up the pace with Section 3 reinforcement timer.
Now there has been some buzz about changes to the reinforcement timer, but as of now Riot hasn't officially confirmed any adjustments. So stay tuned, we'll update you as soon as we hear more. But if they were to change the reinforcement timer, would faster reinforcements be a good thing? Would it make saving your partner too easy, or would it encourage more aggressive plays? A shorter reinforcement timer could mean less time to finish fights, which might make slow scaling comps weaker while rewarding fast-paced aggressive builds. On the other hand, if reinforcements arrive too quickly, it could also make it harder to execute comeback strategies. What do you think? What should Riot do?
Things are looking good in Section 4, queuing up with multiple people.
You ever had the situation where you want to play double up but you have 2 friends online?
What do I do?
Well, those days are over. In set 14, it's possible to queue up with up to 7 people. But what does this mean for the game? As of now, the standard ranked mode for double up allows players to queue up as a pair, regardless of their rank. While there have been discussions about allowing larger lobbies in double up, such as groups of more than 2 players, implementing this feature poses challenges related to matchmaking and competitive integrity. To address these concerns, plans were made to disable LP games in such scenarios to prevent potential abuses and maintain fair competition. In theory, I could queue up with a Smurf account and boost my friends in their ranked games, which is kinda unfair. It's fun, but it's kinda unfair, right? For now, I'll keep an eye on the issue and I'll definitely let you know if something changes. Alright, we're almost at the end.
Section 5, minor changes.
Lastly, Double Up is getting some minor quality of life changes to enhance the experience. Going into the lobby, we see the first change. Now you can choose who will be first and who will be second. This will have effect on, for instance, item sending. Because if you're on the left side, you will probably be the first one to send items over. It's nice to have the ability to choose this. We also see some visual updates in-game. The teams are divided by a color and an element, which gives more clarity. Also, if I want to check an enemy board, an eye will appear, which shows which board I'm checking out right now. I really like these changes and I'll gladly embrace them. For now, these are all the changes that are coming up in set 14. If anything changes, I'll definitely let you guys know. These updates are going to shake up the game in some crazy ways and I cannot wait to see what strategies will emerge. Me and my partner Unusual have been playing a couple of games on the PB and it's still so much to digest. I can guarantee you guys, Double Up has changed like never before. I like the changes and I really like that they are finally putting Double Up in the spotlight it deserves. One thing is for sure, Double Up is here to stay and we're gonna drop a ton of content on Double Up during this set. That's it for me today, guys. Please let me know in the comments what you think about all these huge changes. Which one is your favorite? Which one do you hate the most? Keep making them scream and I'll see you in the next video.